Welcome to our exploration of behaviorism as an educational theory. In this video, we'll delve into the principles of behaviorism and their applications in education. What exactly is behaviorism? We will define key concepts, understand its historical context, and explore educational challenges that behaviorism can help solve. We'll also cover core principles such as reinforcement, punishment, and conditioning, and examine real world classroom applications. Interviews with educators and case studies will add depth to our discussion. Additionally, we'll address the challenges and limitations of behaviorism, compare it with other educational theories, and explore future trends. Let's begin by understanding the foundational concepts of behaviorism and how they can transform education. Stay tuned for an enlightening exploration. Behaviorism, a cornerstone of learning theory, revolves around the analysis of observable behaviors. Key figures like John B. Watson and B.F. Skinner emphasize the influence of external environmental stimuli in molding behavior. Watson established behaviorism as a credible framework, while Skinner expanded its reach through concepts like reinforcement and operant conditioning. At its core, behaviorism posits that behaviors can be learned and modified through systematic exposure to stimuli and reinforcement mechanisms. Understanding these principles will equip us with the tools to explore how behaviorism can be applied effectively in education. As we delve deeper, we'll uncover how these foundational ideas can transform teaching and learning methodologies. To grasp the essence of behaviorism, we must delve into its origins. Emerging in the early 20th century, behaviorism reacted against introspective psychology. Pioneers like Watson and Skinner shifted the focus to observable behaviors rather than internal states, revolutionizing psychological research and opening new pathways in education. Emphasizing environmental stimuli and conditioning, behaviorism profoundly impacted how we understand learning and teaching. Schools worldwide adopted behaviorist principles, shaping methods to nurture student growth and achievement. Exploring this historical background reveals foundations for educational practices still in use today. Next, let's look into specific educational challenges behaviorism aims to address. Educators today face myriad challenges, from keeping students engaged to achieving effective learning outcomes. Traditional methods often fall short in addressing these complexities. Here, behaviorism offers a structured approach, focusing on observable and measurable behaviors. By emphasizing environmental stimuli and reinforcement, behaviorism provides practical solutions to these challenges. As we delve deeper, we'll explore the application of behaviorist principles in classrooms to create more effective and engaging learning experiences. Behaviorism is grounded in reinforcement, punishment, and conditioning, concepts that profoundly influence educational strategies. Reinforcement, both positive and negative, encourages desirable behaviors or diminishes negative ones. For instance, rewarding prompt homework submission reinforces timely habits, while removing an unwanted task for good behavior is also effective. Punishment aims to decrease undesired behaviors through negative consequences. It requires careful ethical application to avoid fostering resentment or fear. Conditioning, popularized by Pavlov and Skinner, involves creating associations between stimuli and responses. Classical conditioning, for example, can condition students to associate a neutral classroom environment with positive learning experiences, enhancing their attitude toward learning over time. In educational settings, these principles shape behavior and improve learning outcomes. Teachers can use positive and negative reinforcement to reward academic achievements and encourage pro-social behaviors like collaboration and participation. Identifying specific behaviors to encourage or discourage allows tailored reinforcement or punishment strategies, creating a structured learning environment. As we move forward, you'll see how these principles play out in real-world classrooms, providing a deeper understanding of behaviorism's practical applications. Reinforcement stands out as a crucial tool for shaping student behavior. Positive reinforcement involves rewarding behaviors we wish to encourage. For instance, a teacher might praise a student for completing homework on time, promoting timely submissions across the class. Negative reinforcement involves removing an aversive stimulus, like allowing students to skip a monotonous task for exhibiting consistent good behavior, motivating them to maintain those positive actions. In classroom settings, these principles are illustrated through various examples. Tangible rewards like stickers or extra playtime for younger children, verbal praise and recognition for older students, or removing burdensome tasks as a reward. Applying reinforcement transforms the classroom into a dynamic space where students are motivated to participate actively and engage in positive behaviors. As we continue through behaviorism, it's important to see these methods in action. Real-life applications reveal their potential to significantly improve educational outcomes. Now let's dive into the role of punishment in behaviorism and its application in education. Punishment is used to decrease the likelihood of undesired behaviors. Positive punishment involves presenting an aversive stimulus after an undesired behavior, while negative punishment removes a positive stimulus following the behavior. Effectiveness in achieving long-term behavior change must be scrutinized. While punishment can reduce undesirable behaviors, it often doesn't teach or reinforce desired behaviors and should be balanced with positive reinforcement strategies to guide students toward constructive actions. The ethical implications of punishment in educational settings are significant. Harsh or inconsistent punishment can lead to adverse psychological effects such as anxiety, resentment, and a damaged teacher-student relationship. It must be employed without compromising students' emotional and mental well-being. Ultimately, while punishment can play a role in behaviorism, it should be used judiciously and ethically. The goal should always be to foster a positive learning environment where undesired behaviors are minimized through understanding and positive reinforcement. As we continue, you'll see how classical conditioning enriches the behaviorist framework in educational settings. Understanding how students can be conditioned to respond desirably is vital. This brings us to classical conditioning. At its core, classical conditioning involves pairing a neutral stimulus with a significant one to elicit a conditioned response. For instance, a bell initially has no meaning to a student, but when consistently paired with the start of a fun, engaging lesson, can elicit excitement and readiness to learn. Rooted in Pavlov's work, associative learning can significantly shape behavior. In educational settings, it creates positive learning environments by transforming neutral cues into signals for positive experiences, improving engagement and motivation. For example, using specific sounds or visual cues before favorite activities can generate anticipatory responses, preparing students for learning. Classical conditioning is not limited to children. College instructors and corporate trainers can also harness it to enhance outcomes. Its versatility and effectiveness make it a powerful educational tool. Moving forward, we will explore another behaviorist cornerstone, operant conditioning. Stay with us to uncover how reinforcement and punishment shape student behavior. Operant conditioning, a cornerstone of behaviorism, uses reinforcement and punishment to shape behavior. Pioneered by B.F. Skinner, it distinguishes between positive and negative reinforcement, both aimed at increasing desired behaviors. Positive reinforcement provides a reward for desired behavior, while negative reinforcement removes an unpleasant stimulus following the desired behavior. Punishment decreases behavior likelihood, with positive punishment introducing an adverse consequence and negative punishment removing a favorable condition. In educational settings, operant conditioning offers strategies to cultivate student engagement and promote effective learning. For instance, providing praise or rewards, like stickers or extra recess for good behavior, acts as positive reinforcement. Conversely, negative reinforcement might involve removing an unpleasant task when a target behavior is achieved, such as reducing homework for students who participate actively in class. Schools also apply punishment, though it must be used judiciously and ethically. Assigning extra assignments for disruptive behavior or revoking privileges like recess are examples. Successful operant conditioning in education relies on consistency and timeliness, making clear associations between actions and consequences. Moving forward, you'll see practical examples showing its effectiveness. In educational settings, behavior modification techniques offer tools to promote positive behaviors and mitigate negative ones. These techniques, grounded in behaviorism, emphasize the systematic application of strategies to shape student behavior effectively. One approach is the token economy, where students earn tokens for desired behaviors like participating in class or completing assignments. Tokens can be exchanged for rewards, motivating positive engagement. Another technique is behavior contracts, agreements outlining specific behavioral expectations and their rewards or consequences, enhancing management and accountability. Balancing encouraging positive behaviors with addressing negative ones is crucial. Reinforcement strategies, including positive reinforcement like praise or rewards, increase desirable behaviors, while planned ignoring or timeouts can reduce negative behaviors by removing attention or privileges. These strategies are grounded in real-world applications that can transform classroom dynamics. Implementing token economies or behavior contracts requires consistency and clear communication, leading to a structured, positive learning environment. As we delve deeper, you'll see these techniques in action and understand their impact on educational success. In this segment, we're diving into a real-world classroom where behaviorism principles were put to the test. Meet Miss Taylor, a dedicated teacher who faced a common challenge: students with varying levels of engagement and behavior. Using behaviorism principles, she created a more conducive learning environment. Ms. Taylor introduced positive reinforcement techniques, rewarding students for participation and good behavior with verbal praise, points systems, extra recess, or homework passes. The results were immediate: improvements in engagement and conduct. By consistently applying behaviorist principles, she fostered a positive, motivating environment. Next, she used negative reinforcement by removing certain aversive stimuli when students met expectations, like skipping a difficult task. This created a clear link between good behavior and relief from undesirable tasks. Over time, these approaches significantly changed classroom dynamics, increasing engagement, reducing disruptions, and improving performance, demonstrating behaviorism's practicality and effectiveness. Our case study highlights behaviorism's benefits, showing structured reinforcement can create an effective, harmonious learning environment. In this segment, we spoke with an experienced educator about the practical application of behaviorism in the classroom. Behaviorism focuses on observable behaviors and reinforcement and punishment in learning. Our expert shared compelling examples. They emphasized positive reinforcement to encourage desired behaviors. Praising students for completing work or providing small rewards can enhance motivation and engagement. Consistency in applying behaviorist principles helps students link actions to outcomes, making the learning process more predictable and structured. Managing classroom behavior through clear expectations and consequences was highlighted. Setting clear rules and consistently applying them improves management and creates a positive learning environment. While behaviorism is powerful, it should be used with other educational theories. Understanding individual student needs and adapting strategies are crucial for effective teaching. We'll explore potential challenges and limitations of behaviorism in education, providing a balanced view of its role in teaching methodologies. Behaviorism offers many educational benefits, but it has challenges and limitations too. Relying solely on observable behavior can oversimplify learning complexities, and not all students respond uniformly to behavioral techniques, creating inconsistent outcomes. The emphasis on external rewards may detract from fostering intrinsic motivation and critical thinking. Teachers may struggle with effective implementation, considering individual needs and dynamics. Understanding these limitations helps educators apply behaviorism critically and combine it with other methods for a holistic approach. Next, we'll compare behaviorism with other theories, highlighting its unique benefits and shortcomings. Behaviorism is one of many educational theories. Comparing it with other approaches can help us understand its strengths and weaknesses. While behaviorism focuses on observable behaviors and reinforcement, cognitive theories emphasize internal processes like thinking and memory, and constructivist theories highlight hands-on experiential learning. Behaviorism's clear strategies can be highly effective for structured environments, but it may lack student autonomy found in constructivist theories. Cognitive approaches help develop critical thinking skills, an area where behaviorism might fall short. Understanding these strengths and weaknesses helps educators choose appropriate methods for their needs. Next, we'll delve into the practical applications and outcomes of behaviorism in classrooms. As education evolves, so does behaviorism. Future trends will integrate technology and data-driven approaches for personalized learning experiences. Behaviorism's principles will continue to adapt, fostering environments where student behaviors are positively shaped through innovative methods. Envision classrooms with real-time feedback and adaptive learning tools that transform student interaction with education. The potential for innovation within this framework is endless, reshaping the educational landscape. Behaviorism could be key in creating dynamic, effective, and engaging experiences. Thank you for joining us on this journey to explore behaviorism's future in education. Stay tuned as we summarize key insights. Let's recap the main concepts we've covered: behaviorism principles, its application in education, and its benefits and challenges. Behaviorism focuses on observable behaviors driven by reinforcement and punishment. We've seen how it creates effective learning environments and solves educational challenges. However, it has limitations and ethical considerations. Understanding these key points helps us appreciate behaviorism's role in education and how it enhances teaching and learning outcomes. Continuing to explore educational theories, these insights will be invaluable. We hope this video provided valuable insights into behaviorism in education. As lifelong learners, the journey never ends. Subscribe to our channel to stay informed and inspired. Share this video with colleagues and peers to spread knowledge and spark conversations. Your support helps us create more in-depth educational content for the community. Thank you for being part of this learning adventure. As we continue to explore and innovate in education, let's do it together. Subscribe, share, and keep learning. We'd like to express our sincere gratitude to all the educators and experts who contributed to this video. Your insights and expertise have been invaluable. Special thanks to our dedicated production team, whose hard work made this video possible. We also acknowledge the sources and research that informed our content. Your support and collaboration are deeply appreciated. Thank you.